I have always found inspiration in the artists that came before me, not only from the pioneers of the genre, but the modern artists as well. Christian and I love, and when writing Moonlight, Movin, and Groovin, drew inspiration from artists such as Robert Cray, who is an absolute guide to our understanding of what blues was and is. He is kind of like our blues guru, you know, the blues Yoda. I absolutely love him and what he brings to the space. A quiet yet confident trendsetter. Now, the next gentleman, Tommy Castro, is similar to what Robert is for us. However, his approach brings an entirely different perspective on blues, but it's still a definitive influence on how we see the modern blues landscape. Now, Mr. Kev Mo gives me life. His style, his sound, his presence, and music are his own original thing, and they create these visual spaces like none other. I believe he's a storyteller, you know. It's like if you were to have a bunch of songwriters all sitting around a campfire, Kev would be the one guy that would have everyone on bated breath as he narrated his story. I really dig him. Now, Mr. Delbert McClinton was a late find for me, you know. Christian had been a fan of his and Van Morrison for a long time. But as I started listening to more of his music, he started to, I started to dig him more and more, you know. Every song would get your backbone slipping, the head moving, your foot tapping, you know. I really tuned into what he was laying down. Let's see, how would I describe it? Vivid, rhythmic, bluesy, but also purely authentic, you know. I love his sound. I think he's awesome. And last but not least, Mr. Jimmy Vaughn. What can I say? A legend in his own right, and the sibling of a legend, you know. His swagger, his voice, his guitar, all just do it for me. I came to know of him from his fabulous Thunderbird days, of course. Now, his sound, I believe, of course, makes you feel something rooted in Texas blues, but also a little something else as well. I just have a profound respect for what he does and for what he brings to blues music. Now, not to rush along, Malaco Records and many of its artists were instrumental in my development and love for music, especially blues music, and of course some gospel, you know. There's Johnny Taylor, Little Milton, ZZ Hill, all had their place in our hearts when it came to settling in and making this album. Now, all this amazing music and legendary, groundbreaking musicians had a defining impact on this album and my life.